Good morning, Farm Fam. Today is June 14th. So far this week, I have not even been out to the farm. Today's already Wednesday. Monday was a rainy day, and then yesterday I was taking care of a few things at home because the bullfights are this weekend, which I am going to be recording for you guys right in front of our house. So I've been trying to get the house together for, the bullfights this weekend. But I am about ready to go out with Sean to where we used to have the potatoes. Now I'm calling it the tomato land because we've planted a row of 54 tomatoes down the wall, which you can see in one of the previous videos. So we're headed out there right now. Sean told me that earlier today they were out there planting a whole bunch of new seeds, and so we'll go over all of that here shortly, okay?
He has a matte fucking Mercedes. That shit might fucking be actually flamies.
It was
He's making the money.
This cool. He made so much money to buy a Mercedes just off some chips. That's great.
Just off some shit.
Well, the CEO of Blaze.
You guys, look at the tomato plants. They're doing wonderful. You guys, check out the tomato plants. They're doing amazing. Today we planted a whole bunch of bell pepper plants. Okay, so what are those ones?
Bell peasies. These are bell peppers. This is spicy peppers all the way over here.
Okay, so today you guys planted all of these spicy peppers. Look at the tomato plants, you guys. They're doing so good. They just stuck to the ground. Oh, probably premature, huh? Look at how this huge row of spicy pepper plants.
Here on out.
Oh, I was like, I'm about to step. Oh, okay. So, okay. Oh, these are all bell peppers. Okay.
These are bell peppers. These are spicy peppers.
Okay.
They look a little wonky right now, but we just planted them. We're
Yeah.
Give them some water.
Yeah.
Soon we're gonna give them some water.
Well, yeah, probably on planting on day one. We should, and then they'll probably water themselves.
Like
and then, ooh, is this like onion or something down here?
Oh, yes, we have fields. We have garlic planting. We have garlic.
You guys have been busy when I haven't been here.
Garlic's right here.
Okay.
Covered. Green onion.
Ooh.
Onion. Grandpa, what type of onion is this?
Huh?
What type of onion is this?
Onions?
Well, is it yellow onion, green onion, white onion?
Well, they're both yellow onions.
Okay.
But one is rounded, the other one is elongated.
Okay.
Okay, so one's more like a shallot.
Yeah, something like that.
Cool. You guys have been busy.
Oh, and there's also peas in that corner over there. Grandpa did peas.
Oh, cool.
So there's peas in that corner.
Yay, I can't wait for that. Let me go.
Oh, you already got the... Oh, and there's corn back here. So there's corn back here.
Oh, yeah?
There's favas.
Where's the favage?
That's sweet corn over
Where
there.
are the favas?
The sweet corn, and then there's 2 rows of favas all the way up to there.
Oh, cool.
And
I'm
that
not
corn
stepping on
that-
anything,
that
right?
Big little, that big square right
Yeah?
there, that's all corn.
Oh, it is? Where's the peas? So then he said that whole square is peas right here. We can hear the people from the water. Of course it's windy. I'm sorry, you guys. Like, I've tried to deal with the wind, and I think it's just inevitable that you guys are going to be blasted by wind when I'm recording on the islands. It's always very windy. Okay, you guys, so we just finished up the work day. We're actually over here now at Tijuan's house. The guys are putting up some Hasson in the room or something, and I'm just cracking up because I guess there was a big huge rat in the room that we store our stuff. And like, today was super exciting for me. Like I was telling you, I haven't been out on the farm in 2 days because I'm getting ready to host a small family gathering during the bullfights on Saturday. So I've been trying to get my house in order. But while we were out there, if you were watching the time lapse, you see me walking around. I had my paper out there because I was counting plants. I was just curious to see what we have achieved, and I drew a little blueprint. So our property out there is 160 or so feet by 35 feet. You saw us in the other video planting the tomato plants, 54 tomato plants down the side of the wall. Well, the guys have been hard at work. I've gone out there a couple of times and helped them, but this weekend, Dad had planted sweet corn. So I'm going to go over everything with you. So far we have 13 rows of sweet corn. So that is 30 foot rows or 35 foot rows, give or take, 13 rows of those. We planted 200 yellow onions, roughly the same amount of garlic as well too. We have a total of, let me count, 36 plus 9, 45 bell pepper plants, 31 hot peppers. We have roughly 117 purple sweet potatoes, 17 white potatoes, maybe a little bit more because when we were out there, my brother-in-law was planting another row of white sweet potatoes. We have, as far as like the greens go, we have 28 cabbage plants and then 26 collard greens, I believe. Then we have 6 regular lettuce plants and 6 red lettuce plants. We also have roughly a 25 or 24 by 12 foot corner that we've planted peas. We planted 12 melon variety plants today. I don't know if I told you, we planted 2 rows of fava beans that goes from, I don't know, I would say probably 130 feet long, 2 rows of favish plants so far. So this little map, it's hard to see and it was like really roughly sketched out, but this map is basically how everything is drawn out or how everything is laid out on the land over there. And that leaves us like a huge space in the middle and like some other areas where we can continue to plant. But I'm so excited because this, when we were talking about moving to the islands and having a farm and growing a vegetable garden and things like that, this exact thing that we did today is what I was envisioning. So it's kind of cool to see some of what my goals were as far as like visions and, you know, things like that actually coming into play. And I'm really excited to be able to plant all of that stuff, take care of it, harvest it, and feed the family. It's interesting to think that the potatoes took up probably about 5 times the amount of space that all of this is taking up. But this to me is more exciting than just growing the one variety of plant out there. Well, with 2 varieties, we had red potatoes and yellow potatoes. But yeah, I'm super excited. Probably not that exciting, but I'm super excited because this week Sean and I are also starting a home project where we're taking 6 of the shipping container, the packing containers that we used when we moved here, and we're building wooden frames for around them. And we're going to be, sorry, the camera is catching some wind here. And we're going to be planting a small little patio garden at our own house, our own location, which is going to be really fun for us. But yeah, stay tuned, you guys. There's probably going to be a little bit more, you know, exciting things happening in this video. but it's shorter as far as me being out there on the farm, because I'm having to divide myself in between the two places, home and the farm, which I normally do, but I'm having to actually spend more time at home this week versus on the farm this week. But I do plan to record the bullfight, so there will be a bonus video this week as well. So stay tuned. Bye. Keep watching, guys. Okay, I have to squeeze in a small edit. But I realized I had made a mistake. The property size out there is 35 feet times 160 feet. So that's the area that we're working at. The property is much larger. You can see in some of the videos where we grew the potatoes. This is on that strip, that long strip that we didn't grow any potatoes at. So now we're using that for a huge family vegetable garden. And of course, if there's extras, then we will be sharing with our friends and our neighbors, and possibly selling some with Fruterra as well too. But I just had to squeeze in a quick edit real quick and correct myself, because I did say that incorrectly. Good morning, farm fam. Today is a new day. Today is Thursday. I was thinking Wednesday, but today is Thursday, the 15th, I believe. That means I have today and one other day, and then a little bit of Saturday to get ready for the touradas in front of my house. We're hosting some family over here. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is make a cup of coffee. I don't feel like I'm awake all the way. Usually when I have something hot to drink, my voice wakes up more as well too. My voice feels like it's still sleeping right now. But one of my biggest things that I need to do, take care of the mildew. Luckily in this house, we are elevated, kind of high on a hill, and we don't get too much moisture because we are the kind of people that also keep our windows open a lot. We have screens in our house. Excuse me, my allergies. My goodness, we have screens in our house, and so we keep sorry, I had to pause so I could sneeze. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna bust out the bleach today. We're gonna take care of that mildew and that mold. We're going to do up some dishes, sweep them off the floor. I'm probably gonna take care of some windows today. But first things first, that cup of coffee is awaiting. Okay, I decided that I'm actually gonna go and buy a cup of coffee at the little cafe that's over here that you guys have seen in some of my other videos, because they make it so strong, and I need that strong coffee this morning. Let me check my mail real quick. But yeah, so I'm going to head over there, get a cup of coffee. If they have like a savory type breakfast snack, then I will, because I don't feel like starting my day off with a whole bunch of sweets. Remember when I walked by this field the other day and recorded a little bit of it for you? Look how gorgeous this field is. So beautiful, so grown. I can't wait for our vegetation to look like this. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I got my malate. Or malate. Probably saying it wrong, but they say it so fast, it's like, sounds like they're leaving out a few syllables. I think they say malate really fast, but it's malate. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's so good. You want a sip? Yummy. And then I was planning on eating some eggs anyways, but look at this little sandwich they have over there. It has eggs, cheese, and bacon in it, so I figured I would share my first bite with you guys. It's good. Okay, so as I sit here and go ham on this ham, I'm thinking about everything I need to do today. And I think I'm going to put my tennis shoes on. I heard if you have like ADD, which I do, that a good cleaning motivation is to put your tennis shoes on. And for some reason, it just like helps motivate you and keep you going and stuff like that. I think the idea of having like some chill shoes on, some flip-flops or something during this process, I think that is discouraging for me today. So I think I'm going to go ahead and throw those tennis shoes on and get myself a little bit more motivated. to do this process. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I'm an artist, and I don't think I've ever shared any of my work with you. But this is one piece here. I love this piece. I love like geometric shapes and things like that. So I want to share just real quick with you some of my artwork. Here's one. Okay, here's another piece. I call this one Ferngully. But I actually had, let me show you how big it is. You could see the scale of the painting. I actually had an offer for someone to buy this piece right here for $525, which I personally think it's worth more than that. But when I told my husband, I said, we could just take a picture of it and then frame it, and that's how we'll keep it, and we'll give them the original. And he said, no, you need to take a picture of it or like scan it and then frame it and give them that one for $525. But this is my husband's favorite painting that I've ever done. And I can see why. It's very psychedelic, if you will, but all the grays and everything kind of match the theme in the house. And then some of the yellows are kind of pulled in as well too. So I just wanted to show you guys. This is collectively our family's favorite painting that I've done. I absolutely adore this painting. This one, the background is incredible. Like, I love the background. Normally when I paint something like this, I have to look at it and then paint it. Even if it's just a background, I try to like duplicate the background. But this one was all free out of my mind, basically. Freestyle, if you will, out of my mind. This one I have above my fireplace, and it's just a little cute, sunset with a mommy giraffe and a baby giraffe. And then it matches my little giraffes that I got at the San Diego Zoo. Cute little setup over here. This one is like a pour painting. We used mica powder and epoxy to do this one, and I think I did it with Miley. But this one I used glitter. I love this painting. It reminds me of Game of Thrones. Khaleesi and her dragon. This one is one that my friend's son made, and she gave it to me before she moved to Costa Rica. This is one of my favorite paintings here. I love this painting because I love tree houses. That's one of our goals, is to build a tree house eventually in the future. And I think it looks very majestic, and it almost looks like a hand. Actually, I did use the shadow of my hand and made it a little more abstract, if you will, to hold the tree house into place. And then this is another painting that's kind of similar to that other one that I call Ferngully. I love this painting. The thing about this painting is it went in a few different directions. I've actually touched it a few times as far as paint goes because I couldn't get it quite right the way I wanted it and envisioned it. But fun fact, I actually used a nail polish on this painting to help give that shiny kind of aspect to it. Oh, I remember painting this. This thing stunk so bad. This is another one of my big paintings. Again, for size scale, you can see how big it is. But yeah, it's just kind of abstract. I wanted to make something with roses and red. So yeah, I have this one. I actually somewhere have like a little tiny, smaller painting that matches it, but I can't find it. So last night I posted my first cooking video. I think it turned out okay. I started with something easy, an omelet. And if you guys haven't got the chance to see it, I'm asking you to go check it out. If you like it, leave a comment below. If you don't like it, try to tell me in a nice way, because my algorithm, the way I have this set up is that I filter out the negative comments on my YouTube page. So maybe that's why everyone seems so supportive and positive. No, I'd like to think that they really are. But yeah, so yeah, check out that cooking video. It's kind of cool because there's a couple of surprises in there that I think you guys will like. I'm starting to open up the windows, and I notice this screen is probably gonna have to come down and get bleached as well too, because it looks like maybe there might be some mildew building up on that screen right there. I'll have to check all of the screens. Yeah, it's warm. I already had to take off my overshirt. But some things that people don't take into consideration when they're starting to like bleach inside of their house is bleach is very toxic. So make sure that you cover like your pet food, your pet dishes. If not, just like pick them up off the floor. You might as well clean them anyways. And then also like make sure that any clean dishes that might be sitting in your dish rack are put away as well. And I have like some potatoes over here that look exposed and things like that. So I'm going to have to cover all of that stuff before I start bleaching, cover my bananas, you know, all of that stuff. Because like I said, bleach is very toxic. Some people don't realize to like put their toaster away and stuff like that. But all of anything that you're going to eat off of or eat needs to be put away. All right, so the first thing that you want to do when you are preparing your bleach is to mark your container, because the last thing that you want is for someone to pick it up and spray water in their hair and it actually be bleach. So always label your containers. Okay, y'all, I got my bleach. I got my bottle labeled. In order for this to work, you have to do half bleach, half water. Even sometimes like this much bleach and this much water. I know it seems like a lot, but I have noticed that it's one of the only things that get rid of the mildew and the mold. And then you guys, safety first, so I'm gonna put some gloves on. Bleach, I always rinsed off the outside of the container, because it seems like no matter what you do when you're using bleach, it always seems to get on your clothes. So my mom taught me to rinse off the bleach container, let it sit and drip, and then we'll wipe it down with a dry rag when we're done. So one of the reasons why I'm going into so much detail with this preparation for bleach is because what you are seeing, we're not dirty. We're pretty clean people. And this is very typical for the islands, for you to see this mild and mildew buildup. Some folks' house gets this in 4 weeks. I haven't sprayed bleach up there in probably about 3-4 months. So that's not horrible. Oh, look it's a mosquito hawk. That's funny. So I'm gonna open up this window right here. I'm gonna put my protective goggles and my mask on, and then I'm gonna start tackling out this mild and mildew that you're seeing right there. Okay, so I'm just about ready. I got double masks on, so 2 layers of mask. The reason why I did this is because last time I did the bleach, I did not wear this, and my lungs felt burnt for days. My back of my throat was hurting. So if you wear a mask, it's gonna help prevent breathing in a lot of those, you know, that overspray. Then I got my glasses on. These aren't the best because it's open on the side. I wish I had protective goggles, but at least this will prevent when the, you know, spray is coming down from it getting into my eyes. So already the bleach is starting to work its magic. I'm gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes and then I'm gonna come back and check on it. All right, sorry you guys, I got my big fan running right now just to get rid of the smell as much as possible. I got all my windows open, but this is a little area of my house and it's really only maybe 1 foot tall by 1.5 feet as far as the mold goes, but it's a problematic area of the house. And this area right here, for some reason, always gets mold. So I just want to show you guys again the before and after effects. Maybe I'll time lapse this one or something. But so this bottle, for some reason, prefers to be on squirt versus spray, which is fine because then it allows me to cover more of the area and stand back at a distance. Go, 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 go. You don't want this bleach. Go outside. Tell my little dog Ang. All right, so we're just gonna give this a good douse with bleach. Again, come back. Look, it's already starting to work, I think. And then I'm gonna come back and check on it here in a second. Okay, honestly, this is the type of results that I'm looking for. I'm gonna spray it one more time. I put it on the time lapse so you guys can watch the stain fade. Now I'm probably not gonna get all of it because, again, this is the problematic corner of the house. Really, it could use a fresh paint job. But I'm gonna let that sit a little bit longer. I already went and sprayed a separate corner. So now I'm gonna head outside and I'm gonna start spraying the screens down. Actually, I think I'm gonna spray this problematic corner in my house over here in my kitchen. It's the only place in the kitchen that gets mildew. So I'm gonna tackle that right now. I gotta move some things, see how I have my onions and stuff out. I gotta move all that stuff. So I pretty much finished cleaning. I was getting ready to go and start the other project, this wood project that I have planned. I'm making some planters for our house. We plan to grow some tomatoes and veggies and stuff like that here on our balcony because we get a good amount of sun and stuff like that. But it started raining on me, of course. So my only other option was to like bring the wood underneath the carport and do the project there. But I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I've been cleaning since 9 o'clock this morning and now it's 12. Most of that stuff was taking care of, like the mildew and the mold and doing all of the bleaching and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm pretty much finished cleaning. I'm ready for the bullfight. Farm fam, say happy birthday to Brendan. This is Brendan's beautiful mother, my sister-in-law, and one of my dearest friends for the longest time. Look at this delicious cheesecake that she made. She's the best. Wouldn't you want a mom like her? You guys, what a lucky man. He gets 3 cakes on his birthday. There you go, you guys. There you have it. Our first planter box with the storage containers. What? What? Let me see. Did it fall? Okay, you guys, this is the home project that I've been so excited about. It's so hot. Honestly, I think we should have done this under the carport, but there's not as much room as we have over here. But I am beat red. I probably have a sunburn, even though I put sunblock on. But yeah, 1 down, 2 more to go. But now that we know what we're doing, it should be a lot easier. There we go, you guys. There's 2 of the planters. We're making 3. Well, at first we made plans for 3, but then we decided that we're probably going to add 2 more of them, maybe even 3 or 4. We love them. I think the whole balcony would look really cute lined with them, and then vegetation growing out of it. Plus we're gonna put like a couple of pots in between right there as well.